I cracked myself up. Oh, that's so funny. Classic. All right, let's get this initial sync written.
All right, bro, here's how we're going to handle the payments API. Basically, when the user places an order, it's going to go to the front end, which is going to call the payments API, and then Alanda is just going to write that payment to both our database and charge the customer via Stripe. That makes sense, but what if something happens like the front end is lagging and somebody accidentally presses the button twice? I mean, if they do something like pressing the button twice, it's just going to charge them twice. That's how it works. Yeah, that's not going to work for the customers. These APIs need to be idempotent. How exactly would you implement this kind of situation? So when the user makes a request, we'll create a unique idempotency key that will be passed along to the APIs. Okay, so then if the Lambda gets an idempotency key from the API, it's going to pass that along to both the database and to Stripe. Yeah, exactly. Okay, that makes sense. Then Lambda can check if there's a request in the database with that idempotency key, and if there is, it can just return without ever charging the customer. All right, bro, here's how we're going to handle the...
Amazing. Let me get Twitch chat up here. We'll move that over. This will be Twitch chat, manage stream. Yo, what up, Costa? How we doing? All right. We're gonna need to be on Vercel today. And we're going to write the initial sync function. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I want to go here, and then I want to go to budget sync, and I want to do the initial sync. Did we do this yesterday? Sync, no. Okay. We do have an initial sync options. Expected net balance updated after. Do that. We'll come down here and we'll write how do we spin up this thing? Okay. What up, Ender? What up, Shreyas? Maybe we don't even need to do an initial sync. No, we do. That will be okay. Although we'll have to replace that. What up, Sirash? There, I skipped the song for you, Anders. Do you find yourself using scheduled transactions for reoccurring payments? What do you mean scheduled transactions? MPS? All right, let's just go in here and we'll do this for now. We want to do that. We can get rid of this for now. Yield star undefined or effect dot void. Why? What do we miss here? Live off the land. Oh, chat, I want to show you what they added to the dev tools. Check this out. Let me run a bun update latest here. We should get an updated language service. Let me do a little LSP restart here. And we should be able to hover dock on yield now. No, it doesn't work. Do I have to quit out? Mattia! Mattia! Why doesn't this work? Yes, that doesn't work in NeoVim yet. I don't know. Yeah, it's supposed to. I can't believe I'm about to do this. I don't want to do this. But just the test. Nobody saw this happen. Okay, so I can't install it. So I literally have to... What are we listening to? No, that's good. Skip. There we go. God. I gotta figure out what the actual LSP action is, because it's just LSP, so I know I can make it work in I know I can make it work in NeoVim. I just gotta figure out what the action is. File, add folder to workspace, code, personal, no, no, nope. Nope, that's not it either. I hate VS Code. Open folder. Code, personal, God. Ugh. I hate this app. All right, we come here. We go to budget sync, U. Uh-oh. Headphone just died. I gotta go steal Justine's headphones. I'll be right back. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. All right, let's get connected to those. Great. And there we go. All right, so this doesn't seem like it's working. I have the language server turned on, or the plugin. I don't even know how to do that. I don't use VS Code, Mattia. Was that TypeScript? What's the command palette? Oh my god. Control Shift P. I just want the command palette. Run, go, view, command palette. TypeScript. Select TypeScript version. And then you said use workspace. All right, so that works. Now, if I want to get this in if I want to get this working in NeoVim, what is the LSP command that's calling under the covers? Because I should be able to come here and get the same thing. Because the action I do on Shift K is, what is the key maps? I request the LSP signature help. Yeah. I also don't think I have inlay hints working properly. I need to go look up the configuration for VTSLS inlay hints. Might have to go to grep.app. Is this a fork? Yeah. All right, where's the configuration here? See available server capabilities. That's what I want. I want inlay hints, inlay hints. This doesn't seem like what I want. I want settings. God damn, how are we listening to Throat Goat already this morning? Anders. So it goes TypeScript.inlay hints. That's what we have. And then it's at least on LSD it's implemented as Quincofo. Okay, I'll see if I can do that here in a second. Inlay hints enum hints. All right, so that's how I have to enable these. Is that how we do this? It goes in as a string. I want Lua. Surely someone has Lua. There it is. What the fuck are we listening to? Okay, chat. Get yourselves under control. VTSLS. VTSLS. All right, so this is how we do it here. All right, so we can get rid of, in here, we can get rid of include inlay, get rid of that. And we can go in here and we can get rid of hints. That seems sus. Enabled equals all. Do we think this is right? All right, let's go look at somebody else's. Well, that's in AstroVim, so it's probably right, right? Okay, so I guess it is like that. All right, so let's come in here and we'll say we'll record a macro and we'll yank surrounding word that, and then we'll say enabled equals that down to the next line, Q, at Q. Oh, do that again. Yanks around, wait. Find equals, go to the next word, yanks around and word that. Complete functions with their parameter signature. Oh no. Oh no, chat. All the headphones have died. Oh shit. Alright, we're gonna have to switch to royalty-free music. Give me a second. I'm gonna go plug in my headphones, and so we have these in like, I don't know, an hour. I just got wrecked. I was also locked in there for a moment.
Functions describe the world.
Wow, we just got absolutely obliterated on headphones and music this morning. All right, so you're gone. You're going home with me. YouTube, and we'll just do, let's do some Kingdom Hearts lo-fi. Oh man, I got a lot of chat to catch up on here. Let me know if you can hear this. Does this sound alright, chat? Looks like I might need to bump it. It sounds alright, you can hear me fine over it too? I need to turn it down a little bit. How we sounding? Check, 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 check. Music and my voice all good? All right, great. Great. What else can I turn on in here? There's some nifty stuff. Experimental decorators. That's not what we want. Enable project diagnostics. I don't care about that. Here we go. Execute fuzzy match of completion items. Maybe this will help filter out useless completion items from TS server. How do I use? Ah, this looks like what I might want, Mattia. Automatically use workspace version of TypeScript level and start. By default, the bundle version is used for IntelliSense. That looks like what we might want. So we want I want to go here and do under here. Yeah, I posted the link before. Oh shit. Oh. All right, let's see what this says. Yeah, so we want that. Auto use workspace TSDK equals true. That's fine. Okay. Is there max TS? So that's going to be under TS server. Goes there. Oh, that goes under TypeScript. Shit. Okay, and then let me switch back over to Twitch chat and catch up here. I hate that Arc resizes itself on the screen. Should be quick info, not inlay. Yeah. All right. We gotta figure out how to do quick info. I'm not using effect.service MPS. I don't really like the effect service API as it is today. I want to be able to pass in a generic parameter to enforce the type of the what the effect returns, but I can't do that today, so I don't use it. I mostly use context.generic tag, or not context.generic tag, context.tag. Fine, I will put on Lo-Fi Girl. Fine. Chat, you win. You've bullied me into submission. Lo-Fi Girl. Are we happy? You've bullied me into submission. I hope you're happy. What'd you give me a link for? God, I'm so bad at... Can you guys believe I'm a streamer? What is this? All right, we'll put on Kraut's recommendation. Dude, this is like gonna make me tired, Kraut. Dude, this is too relaxing. We'll go synthwave lo-fi. These are my vibes. Yeah, I use 2/queries a lot. When I'm like debugging, when I'm writing really generic types, I use it for debugging. All right. All right, let's see if that, we also want, we'll do search help and we want to look for LSP and let's look for quick info. Let's see, NeoVim, Lua API, LSP, quick info. So it's just hover. Where am I going? I'm going to key maps, and then I want to go to capital K, hover. That should work. We do hover. Okay, maybe I just need to turn it on, right? Like that's probably it. And we can do a LSP check health. Is that a thing? LSP info. Here we go. Biome, CSS, LS, ESLint. We should see. Here we go. That's sus, right? Like we should see way more settings here. Well, let's see. I feels like I didn't get that configured correctly. Let's just go to like somewhere where I can turn on inlay hints. Okay, inlay hints. Okay, inlay hints is working, so that clearly did work. I still don't have Shift K working. What is... What is the command to get the tree-sitter syntax tree? Isn't that a thing you can open? I forget how to do this. I should probably update that. Why? I mean, the AI could have yelled to me. Or lied. Yelled to me? Lied to me. Let me try. Back to VS TLS. This gives us some commands, I just don't know how to run them. TypeScript dot source actions. Prefixed with VTSLS. I wonder if I need to do that. I do. So back in here, we need to go back to our LSP, and these need to be prefixed by VTSLS equals this. And then that will go in there. That gets a comma. Experimental gets moved into there as well. VTSLS. We'll do a grep. I'm just gonna copy, I think, this function calls, see what that gets me. VTSLS enable move to file code action. I don't care about that. Auto use, that looks good. Completion, enable server side fuzzy match, TypeScript. I do want update import on file move to be enabled always, for sure. Inspect tree, yes, that's what I wanted. Thank you. Let me see if that works. Inspect, there it is. Yeah. This is one of the coolest features of NeoVim and frickin' Tree Sitter. Like, it's so dope. Tree Sitter is so powerful for writing NeoVim plugins, and then being able to like just write queries in line and see the tree. It's so good. It's so good. Suggest. So the other thing I want to put under here is suggest equals complete function calls equals true. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Let's see if that works. And we will go back over here, vim in, do a quick lazy update, make sure that's all up to date, and then we will go into source, main, okay, and now let's look at LSP info. Here we go. TypeScript inlay hints. All right, pick that up. Are we feeling lucky? Hey, there it is, Mattia. It worked. That's sick. Oh my God, that's so cool, dude. Actually, I'm gonna go find your tweet, and I want to share this in Vercel's Slack. I think I retweeted it. 1 second. Bookmarks. More into LSPs. Unlock Unreal DX. Just added LSP hover docs. So when you hover you'll start imagine. Okay. What's so cool about it, I don't use NVim. It's not just in NVim, it's in VS Code too. Grep.app is awesome, Major 7. It is, we acquired, Vercel acquired it, and it is so good at finding, especially like I use it all the time for NeoVim configuration, but like let's pretend I wanted to find like I don't know, like next response, right? I'm searching NeoVim, but like I can get all the repositories that have next response, or what is, well, now I'm looking in Lua, next response. Like we can get all these repositories, we can get what's another random thing, trying to think, just like a random language. Like, I don't know if that would work for Rust. Either way, it's really good, it's really fast. We're working on building our domain search to work this fast. It's gonna be sweet. I love grep.app. It's so good, it's so slept on. You can find all the Mulroys in there. Make a YouTube short video on how you struggled to get this work and leave with a cliffhanger on how you solved it. That would actually be pretty funny, Crow. Alright, I think I have a meeting at 9:15, so I'm gonna have to end early. So I'm not gonna do that today, but remind me tomorrow and we'll mark it and we'll do that, because I think that's hilarious. Let me get chat back up. I guess I could mark, right? Sure, that's mark. Marker. All right, so we got our nice little hover docs working now. That's sick. All right, now that side quest is over, let's write our initial sync. So in our initial sync, we need to do some things differently than our normal sync. So we get our budget sync account, and we will want to, we're gonna want to make sure there's no synced transactions. So let's go write a new database query for that. Let's see here. We're gonna want get budget. Do we have get? Let's just do a get synced transactions, and we'll say this is. I have to look at how we query these, what my access patterns for these are. Quick effect. This will return a read-only array of synced transaction entity.entity, and we'll get an ElectroDB error. And we need to go look at, let's close this, vsplit here, go look at this guy. We can search by budget sync account ID. Okay, great. Let's jump over and implement this then. This probably needs by account ID. So this will take a budget sync account ID, which is going to be a string, and there will eventually be options for this. I just don't care about them right now because I want to fetch all of them. So we'll come up here and we'll just write another one of these. In fact, we can just jump to get synced transactions. You, jump around you, copy you, down here, paste that in there, close this. This will be get sync transactions by account ID. This will be budget sync account ID. That'll be a string. We don't have options. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Return data. This is going to be not that. Dot get. Is it find or get? Might be query too. I never remember these. ElectroDB get. All right, looks for one record, query. Items. Retrieves items based on your table's indexes. Great. Yeah, we want query. We can probably get rid of that. And we want query. And in here, what's this take? It doesn't take anything. It's not callable. Yeah, there we go. Just needs a budget sync account ID. Yeah, that should give me a list. by account ID. This will be, just get out of there, do that, that's good. Great. Is Budget Sync my personal project? Yeah. No one paid for this slow of a development. Bro. Let's see how many lines of code we have. Do I not have clock installed? Who am I? Gotta add that to my file. Oh, we excluded an extension? No, what are you doing here? We have 5,530 lines of TypeScript. I use Effect for all of my TypeScript work. It makes it so I basically don't have to install any other dependencies. It gives me error handling. It gives me open telemetry. It gives me retries. It gives me concurrency. I just don't want to write TypeScript without Effect ever again. It gives me tickets to Effect Day. Really, it's like the missing standard library for TypeScript. I actually gave a talk on this major, which is what Anders is talking about. Dylan Mulroy Effect. This one. If you want to check it out. Yeah, kind of. I think it's a little, actually it might be, I wouldn't say it's a one-to-one comparison with Laravel, but it definitely fills a lot of the gaps that Laravel fills for PHP that aren't present in the Node and TypeScript ecosystem. Good morning, puppers! Oh goodness! Oh goodness!
Bodhi, get him. Get him.
Good morning, Bodhi. Up. Yes, you want to say good morning to chat? No, he said I want to eat.
Bodhi, go get him.
Good morning. Oh, I did a lap.
Is Winnie in your way for a run jump? Winnie, look.
Go get your puppy chow.
Bodhi.
Yes, I see you. Oh, thank you.
Winnie, come on, you want breakfast? Let's get breakfast.
Can you shut my door, please?
No.
Okay, thanks. Alright. Let's finish up right this. Dog stream. Yeah, I can feed you puppy chow, Anders. You would love puppy chow. Yoink that. We will throw that right there. Wow. Very good. Very good. Love TypeScript errors. Get synced transactions by account ID. Did I typo something? I did. There we go. All right. So then we'll come back. We'll go to here. And we will come in and say const synced transactions equals yield star. What happens if I yield star here? Nothing. Okay. db dot get sync transactions. What the fuck was that?
Hey,
What?
answer back.
Oh, to who?
What?
Answer back who?
The ants?
Oh, the ants are back. I thought you said answer back. Like, answer me
Oh.
back?
No.
Alright, we'll spray.
Yeah, they're like all up in the pantry. I would be careful if you go to use your granola because they're all up on that bag.
Alright,
I think it's sealed shut, but just like double check it.
alright. Can you, like. I'll deal with it after stream. Fucking ants.
Why are you doing that?
Winnie, don't do that.
That's gross. I know, let's go get breakfast. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Alright. db dot. So when I press Enter. Am I just lagging here? Alright. db dot. Yes, I want that. What if I do db and then tab? Control Y. Alright, whatever. This takes our budget sync, account ID. I guess if this fails, we probably want to map this error, right? We probably want to come in here and say effect.map error. And we'll get a cause, and we're going to return a new budget sync account. Budget sync account not found. And that's going to take a cause, that will take a budget sync account ID. And let's go make that error in our errors file. And we'll do paste that there. Nope. I'll do this. Do that, this gets that, and then we get a cause, which will be a schema.unknown. And there we go, we got that error now. And we'll import that. Then we have this, which is that, and we'll say if synced transactions. Remember, this is the initial sync, so there should be no sync transactions here. We are going to return
Functions describe the world.
and then return yield star new new, what do we want to say? Previous transactions found. Previous invalid initial sync. No. Previous sync found. And we'll just add the budget sync account ID on there. Yeah, that seems fine. And we'll come in here and we'll do the old find and replace budget sync account not found, and we'll replace that with that. One of these, get rid of the cause. Okay, now we have that error. We can import that. And that looks good. So once we do that, we basically want to come down here and do something similar to this. Basically go from here, grab those, that'll go in there. We need to import our database or our Splitwise client. So we got that. And this is where we get option.get or undefined. We would do option.from nullable, and we would do options.updated after. Yeah. And then we get those, we get that. We want to pipe one here, and we're going to do a effect.provide service. And this will be what we did down below, be current budget sync account dot current budget sync account, and we'll throw in the budget sync account. That lets us yield this tag lower down in any effect, and we can get this from a context, which is pretty dope, and we don't have to prop drill it. The last thing we do is, I guess, this. We do the same thing. Yeah. Take that and in initial sync, that will go right here. Right now I'm just using API keys. If I build a front end around this, it's gonna have to obviously OAuth. Tips on to avoid getting burnt out due to programming. Build stuff you want to build. Like if you have a day job where you hate what you're building, like do your best to, one, make time outside of work to build stuff that interests you and learn stuff that interests you. And then at work, just try your best to build, build your own tooling to make your job easier. Just do your best to try to enjoy it and try new things and learn stuff. All right. I want to copy this here, and that's going to go in the regular sync as well. And that's going to cause a type error because we have to go to sync error and update this. Throw that in there. Which that might even be the first one, huh? Budget sync account, yeah. Okay, so we have our initial sync. So the last thing we have to do is, rather than returning here, we want to get our results. equals that. And that's returning us a success. We want to basically get all of the processed out of here. I guess we don't have to necessarily do that there. We'll do that right here. Const results equals yield. And then after we get the results, we can do, these should be an array. Yeah. We can probably filter this on either. There's probably a nice helper here. See you, Suyash. When I was burned out, I realized it's because I never said no to anyone. Now I say no, can't do that right now. I can add it, but this is the ATA. I say no to Dylan all the time. I never say no to Anders because I would burn out for him any day. I actually do have to be better about saying no to people. That is probably one of the things I stretch myself a bit too thin. I wouldn't burn out for you. I know, this is a one-way relationship, I get it. Effect dot, I think there's like a filter, huh? Filters an iterable using the specified effectful predicate. I wonder if we have anything from the either module. I never use this I don't know if I've ever imported this module. Filter or left. Filters the right value. I never remember what is the success in an either and what is the failure.
Do you have Tylenol anywhere?
It might be in the drawer in there.
I didn't see it.
There's definitely some upstairs in my bathroom drawer. Like a lot.
That's crazy.
So right is the successful. Okay. So we want to basically map over the results. If we do this and I do r dot map and then I do either dot get right. Although we want to, that's more like a filter map, huh? What's it return if it doesn't? It returns a, yeah. Filter map. That's so sick. In fact, we can just do this here. Watch this chat, we can go here and we can say effect dot map, and then we'll say r dot filter map, and then in here we'll say either dot get right. Why did that do that? That is so weird. There's like some snippet either dot get. You see this? There's like no either dot get. What if I say take get right? And now we will just have a list of our processed. Yeah. And we can also, we could chain another, skipped. application ID. Actually, that's not returning what I thought it would return. So on our processed, let's go here. Oh no. Oh no. How do we spell processed? Oh, hell. Typoed. On here we can do I don't think we even need this stuff. Alright, I'm gonna try the LSP from TypeScript interface, Mattia. ElectroDB sync transaction. Can I come down here and on this refactor to schema? No. Export type foo equals types dot simplify. I'll just yoink in that. Paste. Refactor to schema. Not supported conversion. No, why? What if I do get rid of the types.simplify? No, that's okay. We can take this and we can make a type out of this, and we'll come in here and we'll just say boom, const, or this is a type foo equals this, and then we can do this, refactor to schema. There, we got it. Cheat code hack. Alright, what we do wrong here? This is not a good declare. Sync transaction entity. Is this because I moved from okay. So we can take this. This is going to cause type errors, but that's okay. We're going to delete that, and we're going to put it in here. And I'm going to say this is going to be entity. We'll go up here, and this will be electro DB entity. And we'll name it that. Few more there, put that there. No, that should be electro DB entity. Wait. What just happened here? Delete that. That goes there. And we can rename this to entity. And this will be as electrodb entity. There we go. That will cause type errors all over the place, but that's okay. We would do this now. Dot entity. Yeah, I like that. Sync transaction. Alright. We can go and refactor the other ones to this model. Now we have a schema too, which is really nice. Which means back in our initial sync, hold on a sec. Justine's on a phone call, and I want to be a part of this conversation. I will be right back. Okay, sorry, chat. Bridal shower and wedding stuff. Type check. All right, we are type checked. Excellent. That means we now have the schema to use that we can pass. We can do synced transactions. Oh, this would be a individual transaction. Synced transaction, and we'll do synced transaction any dot schema, which now that will cause that to be an error. Processed. Tag struck. I almost want schema.tag struct. And we'll say this will be created. And then we want, let's say, we want to do something different actually. We want to do, how can I do this? I can just probably do this in line. Const base processed schema equals this. Paste that in there, and that'll have that. Really, I don't think I need any of this, right? Anymore. We can just do we'll do that, and then we'll have const created equals schema dot struct, and we'll do that, and we'll spread the base process dot fields. Shouldn't I have that on there? Oh, that needs to be a schema dot struct. Schema dot struct. Do that. That has that. Then we want to say type, I guess, and we'll make this a schema.tag. Schema.tag. And we'll say this is action. You know what? We don't need to do that. We can always return the synced transaction. We'll just come on here and we'll make that a schema.literal. and this will be created, updated, or deleted. And we will then, we have to update this down here that we need a synced transaction, and I know this is going to need to return a synced transaction because right now it returns undefined. The other ones do. As long as that does that, we'll return synced transaction. We actually want this to return a synced transaction rather than void. So in here, response none. I think we want this to say all new. And that should return us yeah. Really, what do we do here? This is going to be const data equals u. If data dot length await that, yeah, dot length, right? Wait, what is data here? It's a response item. Ah, it's just one. Nice. Okay, so we can return data. There we go. Fix that type error. Bot's not broken. Maybe the bot is broken, but I'm also not running Spotify right now because my headphones are dead. No cap, Dylan did it. True. What up, Wizard? Okay, so that fixed that. Back to sync. And we will get const deleted synced transaction equals that. Yeah. Yoink and word there. Turn that. That looks good. We can delete this. I can probably tap that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that as a tab. We'll do effect.tap. What do we get here? If I do that. This is, yeah, okay. I don't even think I need that. Change to there. Whoa. Make that a function. Do I have access to my DB right here? No. Alright, that's fine. We can turn this into an effect. So this will be effect.gen function star boom boom. In here, we'll yield our database. do that. And then we'll do this. Here. We'll unlock. Notification.id. I'll have to yield the budget sync account, which is fine. So we have that in our content, so we just do budget sync account, our current budget sync account. Yeah, there we go. We get that. And that will unlock. Then we can remove this from there. And in here, we can now start returning on each spot. So we'll get const deleted transaction synced transaction equals that. And we will return you here, which that needs a synced transaction on it, and that will be the deleted synced transaction. And this will be a type or action. This will be deleted. Yeah. Look at that, chat. Look at that. That's a good API. Then we'll come up to updated, and we'll do the same thing. We'll get const updated synced transaction. Yoink that, come down to deleted, paste that in there. That's no longer deleted, that'll be updated. And the last one will be added. And we'll come here, throw that there. This will be created. And we'll get const created synced transaction equals that. Make it Word, go down there, paste that in. All right, what are we upset about here? Undefined is not, where do we get undefined returned? Where are we getting undefined? I know where we're getting undefined. To do. Right here. That's not what we wanted. In here, we're going to copy this, and we're going to call this invalid notification type. Making Word next. Paste that next. Paste that. And then our schema here will be notification, we'll just say type, I guess. And we'll say that's a schema.string. And we'll go back, delete that, delete that. This will be invalid notification type, which will get type. And there we go. Then we have to add that to our errors. Sync error. Go to definition. Put it there. Nope. That should be invalid notification type. And that solves the type errors. And let's just sort this list. There we go. Great. Now initial sync. We get all our results back. and we want to filter out. We filtered out the failures, and now we want to filter again. It's not the most efficient thing in the world, but I don't care. We'll do another filter, dot map, and we'll do r dot filter. And here we'll get a actually, no, we don't need to filter again. Or no, we do. We have to filter out the skipped. This will be result, and result dot tag is equal to processed. Yeah. Now we have a list of all of our processed expenses. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we should be able to, actually, we can just keep going here. We can say balance or net balance. And we'll just do a effect.map again. In fact, we can do a filter map, really. No. Yeah, we can do a filter map. And in here, we'll make this a function, and we'll say if result dot tag. Something's weird with my enter. That's gonna be the thing that makes me. You see that? That's gonna be the thing that makes me switch to blink. Skipped. This will return option dot none. That closes that. That closes that. Otherwise, we return return option dot sum, and we'll get the result dot synced transaction. Like, it's jumping all over the place. What is happening there? So annoying. I'll show you in a second. Sync transaction dot amount. And then we can do one last map here. Effect dot map. Wait, what? What's wrong? Effect dot map. And we get we'll do, I think I can do r.sum, right? Or is it number dot sum all? You like that? You like that, chat? I kind of like that. We'll take this and we'll extract this to a function. Yoink that. Go down here and we'll say function filter map processed synced transactions. Something is wrong with my syntax highlighting too. You guys see this? My syntax highlighting is just like broken. How do I just do, is there an unsafe? And then we can view in that and paste that. There we go. I am using chalk whites, I think. Whatever comes with the Voyager. Ah, this looks so good here, chat. We process our notifications, we get an array of eithers, we get the ones that succeeded, and then we filter map the amounts out, and then we sum them all to get the net balance, and then we'll say, the last thing we do is if net balance does not equal options dot expected net balance yield star effect dot die failure. We'll actually return a real error here. So I just think we should maybe enforce that rather than making this optional. Initial updated after, I guess that can be that, but we do want a expected net balance. And here, I guess we can return the sync results out. Initial sync. We can get rid of that. I actually need this. This will be results. And then we'll just come down here and we'll do this and this. And we'll import pipe. And I'll do results. Okay, so we don't really need pipe. It would be filter map. This would be results. We don't need you now, or you. This would be const net balance. Oh, so good. So good. Tell me that's not good, chat. Pipe the results into filter map. We're gonna get the right filter. Oh, so good. In fact, we could probably compose these, but whatever. Get right. Option R. Oh, whatever, it's fine. will return the results. Net balance. We'll just real quick. I have a meeting in 1 minute that I have to go to. So we'll actually get this working tomorrow. We'll run the actual sync tomorrow because that's the last piece. And then I think we might start working on our DNS client.
Functions describe the world.
Let me find somebody to raid. We will raid a closure stream. Let's go. We'll raid Janet. Thanks, chat. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Probably last morning for Budget Sync for a hot minute. Because we're going to work on building a Effect DNS client.
That's it. What else can I say about mono